What is going on, horror fans? Scream Fanatic here. It's been a few weeks since I last posted. I know I've been a little inactive. I've kind of ran out of some ideas of things to post. That's on me. But Scream 7's no longer an upcoming movie. It came to pass, and the worst possible scenario happened for us Stu believers. But we dream on, right? We got Scream 8 to hope for, but in this video, I want to continue my series called Stu Macher's Involvement in Scream 7. So I did my part 1 where I broke down the possibility of Stu killing Scott and Madison. Now this one, I'm going to talk about whether Stu Macher was the ghostface who attacked in the tavern or not. Although I should logically probably talk about, did Stu attack in the high school theater, but I'll do that for the third one since the tavern was my first idea and the first thing I mentioned. Logically, this is out of order, but it is what it is. I'm just going to get this first video out in a few weeks over with. So, of course, as we know, Sidney Prescott and Gale Weathers did that whole interview to try to bait Stu Macher out, to get him out of the shadows, to get him on call on the news. And of course, Stu was too smart for that. Stu wasn't taking the bait. Stu literally said, "Oh, why do you want me to call during the live broadcast so you could trace the call back to me?" That's literally what he said. So he knows what they were trying to do, right? But here's why I think Stu Macher was the ghostface, potentially, who was the attacker in the tavern, who killed Lucas, who killed Chloe, who injured Chad and Mindy. Yeah, it could have been Jessica. I don't think it was Marco. Something tells me it definitely wasn't Marco. But it's also the timing and the place where both these ghost faces were. Like, literally, when Tatum left the tavern, when she left that little bar, right? There were already two ghost faces there waiting for her, which was, I think further off from the tavern, right? I get it, in this movie, Ghostface could weirdly teleport, but I'm going to actually use real life logic and not movie logic in this for a second, okay? So Stu Macher makes the call, and also if you look at Stu in this video, he looks similar to the version of himself that we saw when he called Sydney in the coffee shop. The scars stood out, he's moving around, he's not standing behind a green screen, not standing still, whereas when Stu Macher called, when Marco called Gale and Sydney, using the AI deepfake mask, you could clearly see Stu looked younger, no scars, his hair looked different, similar outfit, but again, scars were less defined, if very little at all scars. Hair different, not moving a lot. Whereas, Stu, in the coffee shop call, in the tavern call, he's moving around, holding the phone, moving around. And in real life, if you're using a deep fake, that stuff will glitch if you move. So I think that was a sure enough sign that was Stu being alive. And if he was alive, why would he not then go on to attack in that bar? I'm pretty sure he had a Ghostface robe and mask waiting somewhere, maybe in a car, and then after the call, he put it on. And if that was not AI Stu, then that was Stu in the tavern, because what did Stu say to Sydney on call? "Your daughter broke curfew. She's a bad bitch. I'm gonna punish her." If Stu was really there, if a lot of people's theories on that potentially being the real Stu and not AI, if that's correct, then he attacked in the tavern based off of what he said. And then let's look at the kills that we saw in there. So of course, he kills Chloe, I think with the glass shards. I haven't watched that movie in a few weeks, so my memory isn't sharp. And I know I probably should have watched this scene before making this video, but I really don't care. This movie was shit, so it doesn't really deserve my full attention for me to go back and rewatch it. But one scene in particular, Ghostface lifts up Lucas by his head and sticks his head in that, it's that like beer dispenser thing or whatever, that sharp ledge. Picking someone up by their head is very hard. Even if you're a grown man and you're physically strong, that is hard to do. Now, a man could do it and it would be difficult, but there's no way that Jessica would have been able to do it. I want to just see how tall Anna Camp is, right? I want to see her size, her height, just to further, make sense of this, right? Let's see. Anna, she's 5'5". There's no way a light 5'5" woman is picking up someone like Asa Yerman by the head, overpower. It's not happening. That is not happening. And then Asa Yerman, let's see how tall he is. Height and feet. Because I'm pretty sure he's a big guy. He played Sam in Gen V. 5'11". Okay, it's around closer to my height. I'm a little taller than him. But still, Asa Yerman's a big guy. There's no way that Lucas's mama would be strong enough to just freaking pick him up like that by the head. Only a 6'4" guy with man strength is capable of doing that. And even for a guy of Stu's stature, that would be hard. But Stu Macher, even for a guy with his lanky build, is still pretty strong. So I think it would make sense that Stu would be capable of doing that. And then again, let's talk about the timing and then the location of when the other ghost faces went on to attack Tatum and kill Ben. So I believe Stu was already in the tavern, killing Chloe, killing Lucas, and then injuring Chad and Mindy. But then it's like as soon as Tatum and Ben, they're driving around Pine Grove, right? All of a sudden, there's two ghost faces waiting for them. I mean, there's one ghost face, Marco, who kills Ben and then chases Tatum to the coffee shop. And who knows, maybe if it was Jessica, it's possible that Jessica killed Lucas and then walked to the coffee shop. But I doubt it. I think Jessica was already near the coffee shop, lurking, sneaking around, creeping around, and then showed up when Tatum thought that she had it won, when Tatum knocked Marco out temporarily. So I think they were already around the coffee shop this whole time, whereas Stu was already near the tavern. I think it was a coordinated attack where Stu told Marco and Jessica that, you know what, you two wait around Pine Grove in case anyone tries to leave this bar. I'm going to be at the bar orchestrating an attack. That's what I think happened. And then I think Stu intended for this version of the final act for this round, for this movie, to heavily only involve Marco and Jessica. And I think Stu wanted them to still cover up his survival and not reveal that he is alive just yet. Because Stu, he's saving it. He's saving it. He's stringing us along. He's dragging us along. He's kind of blue ballsing us. He's getting super close to the full reveal. But right now, Stu Macher is only going as far as to reveal his face on video. And maybe using AI to confuse, or getting Marco to use AI to confuse people. But maybe he's not ready to reveal himself in the flesh just yet. And that's something we're going to find out by Scream 8. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Did Stu attack in the tavern, or am I reaching? Do my points make any sense? Like and subscribe, and peace out.